Good morning. So when I asked Father today what message does he have, this is where I was led. James chapter 4. God gives grace to the humble. Where do wars and fights come from among you? Do they not come from your desires for pleasure that war in your members? You lust and do not have. You murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet you do not have because you do not ask. You ask and do not receive because you ask amiss, that you may spend it on your pleasures. Adulterers and adulteresses, do not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God. Whoever therefore wants to be friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. Or do you think that the Scripture says in vain, the Spirit who dwells in us yearns jealously, but he gives more grace. Therefore he says, God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Lament and mourn and weep, for your laughter will be turned to mourning, and your day to gloom, and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up. So think about that for a minute. Where do wars and fights come from? From amongst ourselves, because we are battling our own ego and our own pleasures of the flesh, full of money, deceitfulness, and desires of this world. Wake up to the truths of who you really are. Do you choose to follow the evil of the world into the big abyss that is waiting for you? Or do you choose to follow the loving Father who gives you creation and feeds you daily with bread? Let me share a vision I had with you back when I was in rehab. And I asked the Father, what does it mean to follow into the mouth of hell? What does it mean that all these people do not realize what is happening, to be zombied? And this is a vision that I had. See, I was in rehab. I was locked up in jail. What I seen was a little spot down there that was basically one of the buildings, and inside of it was one of the jail guards. Behind them was fire burning all over the place, and everything come down at a slight slope all the way around that was leading down, like to think of a funnel. Now, I'm watching millions, not 2, not 10, not 1,000, millions of people zombified with nothing there. I remember watching them walk down there, and the guard was down there saying, "Come on in, it's great, it's fine, come on." Laughing the whole time. And the people that were walking what I call in a death march. Means that they had one steady, slow movement, walking forward, zombified. I'm standing there in my dream, freaking out, realizing what's going on. And this man comes walking past me, and he's holding a child. Now, everyone that I seen had white robes on with black spots all over it in different locations, different sizes, different patterns, but they were all black spots. This man come walking past me with a child in his arms, holding what looked like to be about a 2 or 3 year old child, who was also wearing white with small blemishes on him as well. I jumped in front of the man and said, Sir, please stop. Please don't go there. Please wake up." His eyes were gone. They were solid black. Nothing. And he kept walking with the child. I said, "Sir," and I'm standing in front, "please stop, sir. Please don't bring your kid down there. Please don't do this to your child. Save him." And the child's eyes were the same, because he picked up on the sins of his father, of who led him down that path of sin. Millions of people, I'm telling you, were walking to the mouth of death. And none of them could see what was happening. Can you believe that? I'm standing there jumping up and down trying to stop this man. He just kept walking onward. Him and his child. I cried. I woke up in fear at that moment. But I understood the dream that I'd seen. And that's what's happening right now. Many of you are choosing to walk into the mouth of hell and death. The choice can be given to you. It's simple. Receive the Father within you. Break free from what's about to happen. This is not a joke. It's a reset. They're testing everybody. Certain locations. Be aware. If you think that sin scene is going to help you, you're screwed. For what I seen coming will make everybody fall on their knees and weep because of all the deaths that are about to happen. That's the mouth of the prophet message. There's thunder coming from my voice today. I love y'all. Everyone that's awake, please, please, please try to speak to the others that are out there. Continue to share information. They will start to censor us soon. Stand strong, messengers. Put forth your wings. Let's fly.